Leader of the House.
Mr. Speaker, once again the honourable gentleman repeats his question, and I therefore will repeat the answer. That it's very clear the people of Scotland made their views clear in a vote in 2014, which was said to be a generational vote. That was the democratic mechanism that they had. That was the democratic mechanism that was used. That was the democratic mechanism that was accepted by the SNP at the time. And it is interesting, isn't it, Mr. Speaker, what's going on in the SNP? And I thought the honourable gentleman might want to tell us a bit about that. The rows between Mrs. Sturgeon and Mr. Salmond, with one accusing the other of not entirely being accurate in her evidence to the Scottish Parliament's committees. I thought he might be asking for a debate on that, Mr. Speaker. Wouldn't it be interesting to understand all the shenanigans that are going on, the accusations of forgetfulness, of money being spent, of breaches of the ministerial code, but not a word of that. Just the old complaint that the referendum in 2014 wasn't a valid referendum. It was authoritative, and it is once in a generational vote, and that is absolutely right, and we see the benefits of the Union. The figure that I've previously given for the support from UK taxpayers for Scotland has gone up. It's now £8.6 billion. The strength of the United Kingdom is helping Scotland face this pandemic. And that is why the United Kingdom is so strong and is to the advantage of all people of the United Kingdom. As regards bringing forward amendments to the trade bill, it's an important part of legislation. We want to get it through as swiftly as possible. People are well aware of what's been going on in the House of Lords and will be quite capable of discussing those issues. As regards an opposition day for the SNP debate, I'm always happy to have discussions both with the honourable gentleman, and I'm sure the Chief Whip for the SNP will have discussions about that. I'm aware of the standing orders commitments. The fishing issue was covered a moment ago by my right honourable friend, the Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, and perhaps the honourable gentleman should have tuned into that debate rather than bringing it up at business questions. But what is happening is that the government is tackling this issue, is dealing with it as quickly as possible, and the key is we've got our fish back. They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
Obviously, there's overwhelming evidence for that. Let's enter Mansfield with Ben Bradley. Ben Bradley.